Yo, boys, what's going on? Today was an absolutely crazy trading day, and it was a special trading day because today was my last day of high school, officially graduating. I'm gonna walk the stage tomorrow. And today's trade, guys, I mean, fuck, bro. Like, today's trade was genuinely crazy. Let's see if I'm able to pull up anything. Nope, I can't. All right, so there's gonna be just a full walkthrough. We're gonna make this short and simple. Let's show you guys the P&L for what this trade brought us in. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it. Yeah. Yeah. Today was a pretty big trade. Pretty big trade today. I'll run you guys through my thought process. All right. First things first. We had the same thing market going into the market that we did yesterday. We just had that downward trend. So I was looking for upward trends out of this. I saw that we were actively sweeping London lows right here. We were actively sweeping those London lows. And I did not have a downside bias today. I did not have a bias only because, yet again, there's no lows right here. And then this gap right here, you guys might be wondering why didn't we trade into this gap. This gap isn't a daily gap, so there's no reason for us to trade into it. If it was a daily gap, then we would be able to trade into it. So one thing that looked absolutely beautiful to me was this high right here and this high all the way up here. That second high that I marked out was our full TP, full take profit. All right. Head over to 15-minute and I'll show you guys what's going on. So we're in this downtrend right now and we're actively sweeping out that London low. So I was like, you know what? Since we're going to actively sweep out this London low, then I want to look for moves to the upside because there's no lows down here that we could target. There was no lows below it. So what do we have? We had a break of structure off the most significant high. This one right here. Break of structure right there. So now, all right, we're in the uptrend. All right, cool. What do we got to wait for? We got to wait for a retracement. Retracement into fair value gap. What fair value gap do we retrace into? 15-minute fair value gap. Right there. Throw on the 5 real quick. So I can show you guys the 5. The fair value gap's lined up on the 5. So then we come in, we're trading into this fair value gaps. Now we got to look for extensions out of it. I was really scared about this fair value gap right here, this 5-minute fair value gap. Because we started trading into this fair value gap right here, and then we had this extension down. But that extension down, we didn't break structure on these lows, so we can't trade to the downside. Now, most of this was taken on the 1 minute, so I'll show you guys our 1 minute confluences that I saw was happening. So, first things first, I'm gonna get rid of this. I was waiting for. Actually, no, let's keep that back on. Let's keep that back on because that's important. Never mind. That's important. We're gonna highlight it in a different color though, so you guys can see it better. Bright blue. All right. First things first, we look for an inversion for value gap to the upside to confirm our uptrend. What do we have right there? We have a value gap right there. I marked that out in green. Okay, I don't know if green is not a solid color here. Is red color? Wow, these colors are not working here. Hold on. Black, no. Oh, wait. Wait, hold on. My shit's broken. You know what? Just make this blue for now. Just make that blue for now. Same thing right here. Make this dark blue for now. All right. What do we wait for? We wait for the inversion for value gap. We get the inversion for value gap. What do we got for wait for now? We got to wait for a trade to fill in a fair value gap. And then because we know after inversion, we need retrace. So I was looking for this fair value gap right here to get filled. Unfortunately, that fair value gap did not get tapped into. I was loving for this fair value gap to tap into. I really wanted it to get tapped into. But one thing I will throw up is I will throw up my Fibonacci real quick so I can show you guys this. Fibonacci from that low up to this high, what do? We tap down below equilibrium. So we hit equilibrium on this 3 candle extension right there because there's no fair value gaps lying in besides this fair value gap. And then after we have the extension right here, I need to wait for more moves to the upside. So what did I wait for? I waited for a form of retracement after we broke structure on this high right here. After we broke structure on this high right here. Okay, just not to confuse you guys with this Fibonacci, I'll use my GAN box to show you equilibrium better. Because we had 2 equilibrium moves. All right, that high up to that low. As you can see, come here, we tapped into that 50 percentile range, and then we hit equilibrium, and then we started moving out of it. So followed by the break structure to the upside. So now we know that our uptrend is confirmed. What do I got to wait for? I got to wait for 1 minute, one more retrace before I enter. So this is where the equilibrium came into play again. We drove equilibrium from. Actually, you know, I'll use Fibonacci for this one, because then we also hit our percentile ranges. That low up to this high. What did we do? We started trading down. We hit the 50 percentile range, and we're trading at the 50 percentile range, as well as we tap into the golden zone right here. After we tap into the golden zone, we see extensions out of it. So to me, that was honestly good, strong enough after this candle. After we tapped in with this red candle and we closed with that green candle, this was my entry for the day right here. That's where I entered. I entered right after the move of the red candle. My brightness on this is super high for some reason. I don't know why. Let's change that real quick. Does that look better? Does that look better? Guys, is 20% too bright? I feel like 20% is like super bright. Okay, if we do 15% on both of them, how does that look? All right, that's not bad. We'll just use 15% on both of them. So what did end up happening after this extension, though? We actually inversed the fair value gap, and I'll show that on the 5 minute. Before we actually had that big leg extension up that I'll get into, we ended up inversing the fair value gap with that candle right there. I'll have to like zoom in so you guys can see it. Right there. See this fair value gap that was lying right here, this blue one, we inversed it right there. So that was even more confirmation that, all right, we are making amazing bullish trend structure and we have good price targets to hit. Was I expecting this candle all the way up here? No, I was honestly not expecting that candle all the way up there. And funny enough, this candle was because there was news that came out. The moment that candle shot, news came out that we're postponing wars. So just bullish trend, just boom up to the sky, straight boom, just bull run up to the sky, and then from there market started dilating, and then market came back up. So this to me was just honestly textbook paper trade. It couldn't have went any more favor in our direction. We immediately shot up, retrace, boom, shot up even higher. And over here, we had this small retrace that we could have traded off of right here. We could have gotten right there, and then we'd immediately had that extension. This was a really fun trading day today, guys. I mean, it was a really amazing trading day. So tomorrow, there's going to be no trades tomorrow. Walking the stage tomorrow. So we should be able to get back on trading on the 1st of June. That way we're up in, oh my gosh, I closed that out. Yeah, that way we're up in quarter 3. June's going to be the start of quarter 3. Wait, no, June's not going to be start of quarter 3. I'm wrong. June's going to be the last month in quarter 2, actually. So June's going to wrap, the month of June is going to wrap up my trading for quarter 2. We'll see. I mean, we really got to log in with trades. We can only trade from the 1st to the 20th. You guys won't know what's happening the 20th. The big news coming. Will we have videos uploaded about that? But all in all, I'm going to go through the trade one more time so you guys can know what I did. So first thing I did was I marked out this black line. This black line was our London low. We swept that London low. Let's go on right here. See, right there, London low. We swept that London low. After we swept that London low, we waited for the retracement. What did we do? We had retracement into 15-minute fair value gap, as well as into 5-minute fair value gaps. After the retracement into the 5-minute fair value gaps, that confirmed our bullish trend. Liquidity sweep off the London low was our opportunity to change trend to the upside. Then our fair value gap fillments was a confirmation that we got filled. The inverse fair value gap was another confirmation that we got filled. And then the 1 minute equilibrium was another opportunity for price to get filled. And the 1 minute break of structure, as well as the 1 minute Fibonacci retracement, was our other way to confirm that we're trading up towards the upside. And as you can see there, one of these is just our opportunity to change trend, and then we have 5 confirmation confluences that we're going to change trend. And to me, that is just enough confirmation to fully dial in our trade, be patient enough. And then what do? We just smack TP. We smacked TP in like the first 10 seconds of this trade. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely loved it. It was amazing. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something in this video. This video was a really good one. Nice, short, simple. And I'll see you next week for the new uploads. Peace, love, always. In the next one, I'll see you.